My name is Chris Wheeler. This is my story. Cascavel's a pretty nice place. You ever been there? I had a little more time to prepare for this race than the last race, so I thought we would be in with a good shot. It was round 7, I believe. I was once again a fill-in, and the team was having some issues this season. I could feel that something was off in practice, and in qualifying I couldn't really hook up a good lap. I made a small tweak before the race. Seemed to help a lot, but I was still starting 24.
Welcome to Cascavel. This is a really great venue, a whole lot of fun to race here. And thank you so much for checking out this series, I really do appreciate it. Wanted to just say that I'm really enjoying making these episodes for you guys. Now, I will say every episode's going to get a little bit better than the previous. That is always the goal here. And noticed in episode 1, my audio was really not well balanced, so that was one of the chief things that I worked on for this episode, and hopefully it'll come through a lot better. But we're setting the stage. Chris Wheeler, making it through Copa Classic here, coming up onto this awesome track, like I said, and trying to make moves happen. We're up to P15. Ooh, big tank slapper there. Starting P24, making it up. Car, wasn't feeling great in the test session, and then when we got out here, it just seemed like there was something wrong with the car, something broken. We're gonna find out what's going on, if anything. Come down here, down the main straight. This was a big passing zone for me as I come down the inside, get 2 into turn 1. Really awesome stuff here. Like I said, this is a very interesting track. It's been a long-standing Brazilian track on the calendar for many races.
Something doesn't feel right with the car.
Yeah, something was off there with the car. I don't know what was going on. Transmission issues, suspension issues, something is not good. And we do take second gear here, okay. Yeah, Cascavel in looks like a decent part of Brazil. And what we do have here is a nice racetrack. Again, it's been used for a long time for a lot of the major Brazilian series, which is the stock car series. It's been coming here a long time, so this is a classic track in a lot of ways. It's very simple, but it, at least in terms of a flat track map, come down here and get another pass on a guy down to the P12. If you just look at this from a track map perspective, it really doesn't tell any of the story with this circuit whatsoever. The huge amount of elevation change coming down into that long left-hander at turn 1 turns that from a pretty boring looking corner into a super awesome corner. Same with this little sequence here. There's a ton of camber on the inside right by that curve there on this, to the right-hander, and you can carry a load of speed even in this car, which is sort of a heavy muscle car type. On down to the last corner, take third, about to take fourth, and you can see from the tire wear indicator that my front right is going to get beat pretty bad. Snag third, cut off the attempt there. And, we can go pretty wide there without it becoming a track limits violation, but we're going to come out of T1, see if we can get 2. Only one this time, but we did nudge him out wide pretty bad. That might be a slightly rude move, but that's just how racing is. Sometimes you got to make moves. Yeah, and all that camber there. If there wasn't a car ahead of me, I can carry a lot more speed into that corner. It is like I said, the elevation makes this track really fun to drive, and this car is a very good combination with it. This is a Puma GTB. Not really a whole lot that I know about this car, but it is about 260 horse, and it is front engine, rear wheel drive, and it's, like I said, it feels like a muscle car. It really does drive like one. Pretty heavy, kind of a boat at times, but it likes to slide, so that is pretty cool. Go around the outside and run pretty wide, and we can't get the move done here. Let's try it into turn 1.
I hit the wall.
Oof, definitely not an ideal situation there. We are damaged, and more than it might appear at first. We do get our car into third gear, but the steering is pretty broken. There's this weird thing, and it only gets worse. Try to throw it back into second. The car throws it back into neutral. Now I'm starting to understand. We're down a gear. Yeah. So not having second gear is going to be a big deal.
Guys, I think I lost second gear.
The rest of this race is all about damage control. How can we try to get this car working? I don't really want to shift into fourth because I feel like maybe I'm going to lose third gear. And if I lose third gear, there's really nothing to be done. Car is, well, it works. It's a bit of work to get it to steer, and as you can see, the alignment is definitely broken. But we're still able to control the car. won't be a meatball flag or anything like that, so we're surviving, and now it's about trying to crack into the top 10, trying to get the team some points. And that was not an ideal situation. The car literally just understeered unlike any other time through that corner. Yeah, just getting all kinds of out of sorts. At this point, I'm not happy with how the car is driving. Kind of in my own head about it. I take fourth, go down to third. We're good that time, but in my head, I'm just counting the number of shifts that we're doing and, you know, trying not to risk it too much. But we need to gain some time on the guys ahead if we're going to score any points this race. Down to T1 again. Shifting it down to third, everything seems okay, but losing second gear is going to be a big deal. Again, run them a little wide. Seems to be a moniker there, but honestly, I'm not trying to. It's just the car is very understeery, and with the brokenness of the car, it's a little it's even worse. So yeah, we're gonna try to muscle the car through here. This is another, like I said before with the first episode, another great underrated car and track combination that people don't know about in AMS2. And I've made the decision, I think, for what we're going to do going forward, which we'll reveal at the end of this episode, to give a cap on what Season 1 is going to look like, what we're going to be doing. And yeah, I think that there's a really good pathway here that, you know, I think some people have tried to do, but I'm going to try to do it in my own style, and I think I'm actually developing and learning my style. I made a post on Instagram about how I feel about episode 1 and how excited it got me that it got right back into the lab to make episode 2 pretty quick. Even if there's a little bit of delay between episode 1 and episode 2, I started working on 2 immediately because of just how excited I was about it. So if you're enjoying this series, please just give me a like, give me a comment on your feedback. If you've got anything constructive to say about it so far, please let me know. I am always looking for some advice on how to improve this thing. So again, thank you for your support. Hopefully we'll continue this and continue to grow, because this is a lot of fun. I hope other people can get to see this and you can share it with any of your friends that might be interested too. Thank you. So we're in P13. We're coming up on a group of cars. We're gaining on them a little bit. We're really trying to just get every bit of performance out of this car that we can. Shifting into fourth there. Pop it into third. I'm being very conservative with my shifts, again, because of the unknown state of how much life we have left in our transmission. So The way timing is working out here, we are either going to have 2 more laps, possibly 3 at the line. So this is a very important group to catch because it looks like there's so many cars in this group. It could be a top 5 if we overtake everybody, it looks like. So we're going to shoot for that. I think I've raced the AI pretty reasonably here. I think it's still a little bit under-tuned, but I think I was just fast with this car and track combination compared to the AI. So I had them tuned up pretty high, or turned up pretty high. So it's a good thing, but I think that still I was a lot faster. And as I get to this group, you're going to see me just really try to knife through them as best I can with a very wounded car. So, I think I'm going to just play it by ear and try to tune the AI as appropriate. But I think this, again, if I'm trying to come at it from the perspective that I'm faster than the rest of the people in the series, this is a reasonable amount of speed difference. It's not like I'm 10 seconds a lap faster or something outrageous. But yeah, so we're trying to just survive with this car. Get that right-hander down, and we're gonna get a run here on this Fusca coming down into this left-hander. Made the move stick. That's a big one, P12, and now we've unlocked some more guys to go after. I think we're gonna have one more lap after this to try and make up some more ground. Leaving it in third, hitting the rev limiter. Again, just not really wanting to risk anything, as if I lose third gear here, we're basically done for. There's no more passes to be made. But we are going to get him on this main straight. Oh, it's close. Side by side into T1. Pushing him pretty wide. He backs out of it, so I don't know if I pushed him all the way to the edge of the track, but I don't think so. Really not interested in being out on the grass, but here we go. Moving down into this left-hander one last time. Sending it. This is a really aggressive dive bomb there. But we make it stick. Slide up, get around him. We're P10. Now we're in the points. We're going to come on down to this left-hander onto the back straight. We're going to get this Fusca. We're side by side with him, and I say screw it, take fourth gear. Whatever risk we have to take here, we're going to do it. And the car pops right into third gear, no problem, as I do get a little loose and run wide. Coming to the line, finishing at P8.
Well, they never said racing was easy, did they? Word had spread around that there was this crazy American who was driving the wheels off any car he touched. The Javelin team reached out to me. Stock Car Brazil. They wanted to see what I could do. They liked what they saw. So finally, I put pen to paper. I was racing a series, a full championship. No more fill-ins, no more being there at the right place at the right time. No, I was driving the 62 Javelin car.
Okay, so I wanted to be real brief at the end of this episode, just do a little housekeeping because I know that this is a narrative series, right? Cinematic, all that. But as far as timeline is concerned, just forget all that. It doesn't really, I don't know when it takes place necessarily. So I haven't been putting any dates, but we're going to be doing a Stock Car Brazil 1986 season, or at least as accurate as we can possibly get it with AMS2. So that's what's coming next. It's really awesome. The new 1.5 update just came out, and that's really, really awesome too. Good timing. So just wanted to say that real quick. If you like the series, just leave a comment. I want to hear your guys' thoughts, and hit the like button. Consider subscribing. We got a lot more coming. So now I have the series to film, and yeah, I'm really excited. Really happy with how things have been going so far. So anyway, thank you for watching.